The 13th Tarehe breakfast and prayer meeting started with an opening prayer from the Bishop of Soga Diocese. Right Reverend Paul Emmanuel thanked God for Uganda and the vast arm of the UPDF.
We thank you, Lord, because the UPDF is guided by a unique ideology and guided by your servant, a humble, obedient, caring, and parental revolutionary leader, General Museveni.
The meeting was guided by the theme, "How can I repay the Lord for his goodness to me?" which was derived from the book of Psalms, chapter 116, verses 12, with Pastor Patience Rwabwogo Museveni, who also doubles as the first daughter, being the main speaker.
It is our prayer that UPDF will keep to the original foundations that brought such success and blessing to the people, an army for the people, and that serves the country with love, justice, and integrity. May this great army never make freedom a commodity that can be bought and sold with bribes. May UPDF never be corrupted by pride, by glamour.
In his address, President Yoweri Museveni warned the Ugandan army against involving in useless and unjust wars, saying these are of no values to the country.
You should not only fight for a good cause, never fight for any cause which is not just. Mao Zedong called it fighting just wars. Never involve yourself in wars of aggression, wars of tribes. We shall never be involved in those wars. We only fight a just war. Our experience showed that we do not only fight for just wars.
The president also admitted the existence of corruption in the army, though clarifying that it's a few individuals near resources who are mostly involved in the vice. He therefore promised to sort it out once and for all before calling for action from the UPDF leadership.
They should not tell you lies that there is no corruption now. Some corruption has crept in, stealing your fuel, stealing some of the money, and some other mistakes. But the good thing is that, and what Bishop Orere was referring to, being used in land evictions. Why should soldiers be involved in land evictions? What are they doing there? They are not policemen. So therefore, you, the commanders of UPDF who are here, and I can see there are many of you here, you now hear the messages.
He finally commended the UPDF for the great achievements in the development of the country.
That will be sorted out. But it's good also to approach it from the religious angle. So otherwise, the base of the UPDF is good. It's really a good army. It is able to operate in very difficult situations. Some of these situations you hear, like in Congo, like in Somalia, things are not so easy. But they operate because they are very dedicated people.
The Chief of Defense Forces, General Wilson Mbasumbadi, tipped the president on their plans of improving the health and education, saying they intend to build more schools and a university to enable the children of soldiers access free education.
We are also dealing or working on a number of welfare aspects to do a deeper discourse on a number of them, like free education for our soldiers' children in both government and army schools. So far we have 11 secondary schools and 37 primary schools in the various units.
In attendance were former Prime Ministers Chintu Musoke, John Patrick Amama Mbabazi, Minister Jabel Vidandi-Sali, former IGP General Kale Kayura, retired and serving armed officials, religious leaders, and among other government officials. John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.